Will Mayo here with snowboard.com. Danny Davis,
Howdy.
Mountain Dew athlete extraordinaire.
Hey.
First off, it's a real pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah,
I've always looked up to you and loved your style in snowboarding.
Thank you.
Where does that positive attitude and good style come from?
I think my folks. My folks, they're probably the most optimistic people I know. And they've just, they instilled that in me from a young age, and that's where that comes from.
Snowboard.com wants to know, how did snowboarding get in your blood?
My pops started us off snowboarding. He didn't want to ski in Michigan. He already knew how to ski, so he picked up a snowboard. It was a joyride, I believe. Then he got us boards. And, I think ever since we were tiny, we were standing on sleds in our front yard. So we were surfing on snow from the beginning, but it got legit when my dad bought us our first snowboards.
Who are your current inspirations?
Current inspirations, I think we'll just rifle them off. Kevin Pierce is one of my biggest inspirations. My brother, Noah Selaznick, been watching a lot of his riding and just getting stoked on it. Nick Russell, another big inspiration for me to get out in the backcountry, get to know the snow, and enjoy the good snow while it's around. And Mark McMorris is another one that has just been kind of inspiring me to just keep pushing, keep going, keep competing, and keep having fun.
Sick. And I heard you have a big bruise in a sensitive area right now.
I got a big bruise on my ass, and
how'd that happen?
I had a big deck out on the half pipe. It was third run last week in Copper, and I was just kind of trying to just give it everything I had. I had landed 2 runs, so I was giving it everything I had, and I think I either left early or carved too hard up and ended up sitting on the deck, and I got a nice black and blue butt.
Your half pipe runs have always included at least a few tricks most riders won't even consider. Backside 360 switch method. Would you say you have a different approach than most when it comes to competitive snowboarding, or where this comes from for you?
I think my approach is just that I just want to mix up my runs. I don't want to do the same run every contest, and I think it's been that way for a few years for me. So just mixing it up, and I think everybody wants to do tricks that others aren't, and I think that's been my approach a lot. But that's everybody's approach. They want to have an edge on the competition, which is doing tricks that other people aren't, and that's gotten harder and harder. I used to have some tricks that I was doing that now, and that I got off of other people. Ross Powers, Elijah Teeter. Elijah used to do switch methods. Ross used to do switch Mickeys, back threes. So I think it's just, for me, it's just changing it up run to run, and having fun with it.
Yeah. Can you explain about POW and the success of it?
Yeah, Protect Our Winners is, for me, it's just a good source of information. It's just, they kind of update me not only on a global level of what's going on with just the impact we have on our environment and how we need to take more authority in saving this planet. So on a global level, they're great. On a national level, they're great. On a local level, they're really great. And they're just an incredible source of information. And that's what I use them for. They've been great in keeping me updated on what policies or what politicians I need to either get behind getting out of office. So they're Protect Our Winners is something that just really is trying to protect the planet and protect winners, so we have POW to ride for generations to come.
Yeah, it sounds like that's the right direction to go to protect snowboarding. Keep it around.
Yeah.
What's your biggest oh shit moment on snow?
I think probably like a lot of snowboarders, I think my biggest oh shit moment was an avalanche I got into years ago. I was with Nickel Bang. It was the first avalanche I've really ever dealt with. I had landings slide at times, and nothing that really scared me as much as this. And it was in New Zealand, pretty unstable snowpack, and we were just trying to get to a safe spot. We were on a face that we shouldn't have, maybe gotten on top of, and the guide was like, we got to get off this so we can either ride out of this over to that safety spot or climb down these rocks and then ride out of here. And I decided we should ride out of there, and the whole face went. And it was just something being from Michigan, And in the years that I've been filming and being out in the backcountry, I've never really dealt with. So it was just, I probably had a couple of mud stains in my trousers after that one.
I could see how that'd be really scary.
Yeah.
Favorite snowboard movie of all time?
Favorite snowboard movie of all time is Full Metal. I just love Dan Cass, love the whole Grenade crew, Kyle Clancy, Lane Knack, and I just love how they, a little bit of acting, a little bit of something more to the film, good music like Misfits, and it was great. I love it.
So we're all constantly growing and changing, both as riders and as humans. What is one thing you've learned in the past year, on or off snow, that has affected your outlook on all of it?
I think, just on and off snow, I think just realizing, everything that I've, been blessed with. The snowboard career in general is something that's made me just such a happy person. It's been a great ride even this far, and I'm just very thankful for that. And I think as a professional snowboarder, what my job is to get more people excited to get out on the mountain and snowboard and enjoy it even half as much as I do. And I think that's my job as a professional snowboarder, is not to be the best, not to win every time I get out there, have the most fans, but to just enjoy it as much as I can and get other people to enjoy it as well.
Yeah, it's all about fun.
Yeah.
And lastly, what would you have if you had advice for any of the young up-and-coming snowboarders out there who look up to you?
I think my advice would be have a good time. Get a group of friends that like to snowboard, do it often, and enjoy it. Don't take it too seriously, and don't let anybody tell you that you got to be the slopestyle guy, or you're the half-pipe guy, or you're going to do border cross. Ride it all. When you look at guys, when you look at the greats, when you look at Terry Hawkinson, when you look at Kazu, when you look at Mickelbang, Mark McMorris, Stolly Sandbag, these are all people who ride everything. And those are the riders that I respect most, and I think the riders that get the most respect. So that's the people I'm impressed most by, and that's my tip for the youth. Ride it all.
You heard it from the man himself, Davis over here. 6th place today, right?
Yeah.
Congrats, bud.
Thanks, man.
Great riding out there.
Thank you.